Hi everybody, welcome back to the Island Outdoors 1 channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Buck 442. This knife was a safety award from one of my old jobs way back in 1997, so it has some etching on the blade that isn't going to be on most of the Buck 442s, so just keep that in mind. And we're zoomed in right now on it, and I just wanted to show you where it does have has thermoplastic handles, and show you the jimping on it and the Buck logo. This lanyard did not come with the knife, but it's just one I had put on it. It does have a lanyard hole. While we're right here, I just show you the texturing on the scales. Now I'll zoom out a little, give you a better look. So this is a folding lock back, and it does have a pocket clip, and the pocket clip can be right side or left side, tip down only. But like I said, this was a safety award back in 1997. I worked in a paper mill, more specifically in what they call groundwood, or the magazine room, and you can see the etch on it. And I didn't know it at the time, but I believe these knives were made in 1997 also, so it's kind of neat. You can see it's a drop point style blade, hollow ground, and it is a 420 HC stainless steel with kind of a satin finish. Get you a close up on what it says on the blade here. You can see Buck USA 442, and the upside down U is actually a symbol for what year it was made, and checking that on the Buck website, it does in fact confirm that this was made in 1997, same year as the etching on our blade. The other side of our blade, and this mark is a pit. Somehow this knife got left with some moisture on that spot, and I got a nice pit out of it. But here's the other etching. We set a record in the pulp mill I worked in, and we went 331 days without any lost time accidents, which that department had a lot of accidents. It was a very physical department as far as the workload, but anyway, very nice blade. And I did carry this quite a bit after we first got these as the award, and at the time I hadn't seen too many knives with pocket clips on it, so this was kind of a nice little knife to carry. I didn't realize it at the time, but now I do. I would rather have it in tip up carry, but still a decent knife to use, being tipped down. Again, you can see very nice knife. It's called the BUCKLITE is the actual model name for this. BUCKLITE 442. Has the 420HC drop point blade, hollow ground, satin finish, stainless steel. This has no thumb studs or nail necks. It's kind of a unique thing. I mean, most of the time you'll see a nail neck right around here to put your finger in to open the blade, or you'll see a thumb stud right about here to open a blade, but this has neither, or neither. Neither or neither. So it's just a pinch grip, and I like that. You don't have a thumb stud getting in the way of any of your cutting or sharpening. I use a clamp type system for some of my sharpening, and you don't have a thumb stud to get in your way here. Or if you're using like something with a pedestal that you set your blade on, you don't have your thumb stud in the way, and that's nice. I wish more knife makers would do that. Make your blades pinch opening. I mean, but I guess people think they have to have one-handed opening, but I think pinch opening is unique and different, and I like it. You see them more on traditional knives than folding knives, but so it's kind of a cool feature. Yeah, so this is very light. The weight of this is 2.4 ounces or 68 grams, and it does earn its name, BUCKLITE. You can see it has kind of a groove for your finger, and it is a full 4-finger grip. It's nice and wide. It has a little swell towards the center of the handles here, right around this area. Sunlight's kind of casting a shadow on one side, but I mean it fills your hand well, so you can get real good purchase on it. The 420HC by Buck is done very well. Keeps the edge pretty decent. It's easy to sharpen, and it's rust resistant, but not rust proof. And that pit shows you, and it had more rust on it, but I've cleaned it up for the video as much as I could. But you can see if you don't take care of rust, it turns into deep pits that you will not be able to get out. But it is what it is. So my knife has a little character to it, but yeah, like I said, your blade won't come with any etching on it. Unless Buck offered etching on any of their blades, I'm not sure, but I think you can still find these. And I don't know if they still have the thermoplastic handles anymore. They might be aluminum or something, but I think they still make these BUCKLITE knives. But you can probably find this knife on eBay if you want to get the exact old style 442. But just a nice lightweight knife, and where it's not a metal handle, this would be a good knife to use in the winter time, where it won't freeze your hand if you have to use it without gloves. But just a nice lightweight knife. It would be a great knife for hiking. Anywhere weight is a concern, that would be a nice knife to use. And I've had this one around for a long time, so I'm still happy with it. And let's finish up with a few specs. The blade length is 3 inches. The closed length, which is the handle length, is 4 3/8 inches, and the overall length is 7 3/8 inches. So yeah, and the weight was 2.4 ounces, very light. So I really like it, and Thank you for watching. Tune in to my next video, and we'll be looking at the Gonzo G719G automatic knife. See you then.